Kung naayos lang ni Mayor Duterte yung Davao City at yung Taguig ay maayos. Ilang taon eh. Sa akin naman, hindi ganito. Huwag tayo magbulahan dito. Kasi it's not fair to the people. Yung Davao City, fourth siya eh, sa highest na pinakamaraming krimen sa ating bansa. So kung hindi mo nga natapos, hindi nga natapos ni Mayor Duterte ng more than 20 years yung krimen sa kanyang bakuran, ha? Hindi natin pinag-usapan yung murder, ha? Rape at other index crimes. Paano niya ngayon sasabihin na 6 months? Sa akin, wag tayo magbulahan dito. Kung mag-present ka ng plano.
Nang kinastigo ni nooy Senate President Juan Ponce Enriles y Trillanes, lihim na negosasyon sa China kaugnay ng isyu ng agawan ng teritoryo sa kabila ng basbas umano ng Malacanang.
On the Scarborough problem, and I told you, who authorized you to make a backroom negotiation with the Chinese for the Scarborough?
Yes, and the
And you were telling me about treason, remember?
Yes, and
that
the President
answered
you directly that he authorized me. He told it in your face, Mr. President.
What? Yes, that's correct.
Oh, that's correct.
I accepted that because I did not know that you were authorized. But the fact is that I asked you, whom did you talk to in China?
I don't need to report to the Senate President, Mr. President.
You have a duty
I
to
am not,
report what you do
obliged.
as a senator to this chamber. And in fact, you have a duty to notify the office of the Senate President when you leave this country to go abroad.
But I did
And
not.
the only time that I have authorized you is one time. I do not know how many times you have been to China. My understanding is you have been to China talking to the Chinese government for 6 times already.
Yes. And
And that you have met them 15 or 16 times. For
Yes.
what reason, we do not know.
I'm not obliged in any way to
I think you
divulge.
have a duty to inform the people.
I'm not. I have already informed the people, but not the Senate President.
All right? And I have here the white paper that you've been writing about the Secretary of Foreign Affairs. Well, 17 August 2012. He cannot take the hit. He's a coward.
And stay there with a lot of fishermen in 2012. I'm also challenging you, Mr. President. You called me up twice and stopped that voyage. And ano nangyari sa Scarborough? That is May of 2012. Because of you, Sunny. Sabi sa akin ng Presidente, Nick, pwede ho bang makisuyo? Bakit po, sir? We are now about to leave. Nandun na kami sa pampang ng Scarborough. Eh kasi ho, si Sunny usap sa China. I was taught it's Sunny Belmonte, the Speaker of the House, because hindi ko alam na si Sunny eksperto na at that time, in 2012, sa foreign policy. So I'm clueless that it's Sunny Trillanes the President is referring to when he was talking to me on the phone. Sabi ko, sige sir, hindi postpone mo na namin, baka may magandang mangyayari. This is May of 2012. That's why that Scarborough, na pagpunta ron, na-cancel. Pinagbigyan ko si Presidente. And then they never get back to the people. What was the result of that backdoor channeling? We lost Scarborough in August of 2012 to China. And then they go to Calayan Island Group and come up with those artificial islands. And then I never heard you, President, and Sunny talking about these issues against China. Malapit sa puso namin yun. And you stop us from every activity that we went to do to defend our waters. Yan ang ginawa nyo. This is more even greater offense you had against this country. Mr. President and Sunny Trillanes is stopping us from defending our territory. What happened? You did not give us a report what happened to that backdoor channeling. You went to Beijing for 12 Sunny, explain this to the people.
Baka ipakulong siya nito.
I think that Trillanes is acting as an ally of the LP administration. The LP administration does not want Duterte to be the next president for many reasons.
Handa raw ang Pangulo na itaya ang buhay nito para lamanan ang pagiging diktador ni Digong.
Kailangan ibuhos ko yung magagawa ko. Kung buhay ko yung katapat, yun lang ang tangan sa akin, dapat hindi ganun ka-importante yung buhay ko.
So, meron kami nakita. Ito yung kanyang ghost employees. 11,000 contractual employees na ang budget nito ay 708 million pesos a year. 708 million pesos a year. So, dito natin makikita na yung hypocrisy ni Mayor Duterte na sinasabi niya yung contractualization, yung ENDO, must stop. STO.
Crusader, magsalita ka as if you are capable of sending me to prison. This I would appeal to. These are really the rules na which is being. Alam mo kasi, minsan yung mga military pati police mag-appear sa Senate. Especially budget time, and that's the time that they get back at the military and the police. Pagsisigawan ninyo, kagaya kay ginawa ninyo kay Reyes. Do not do that from now on. We respect each other and we will be courteous to each other. Do not shout at the military and the police officials or officers. I will not allow it. If you continue to do that, babawiin ninyo ang tao na hindi mo lang makadepensa, magpakamatay lang. I will order the military and police, do not obey the summons of Congress. Huwag ninyong gawin yan. You address them with respect because they are dying for our country. Kita mo naman sa mama sa paano. Do not do that. Because I was once a congressman at ganun talaga ang tratamento pag nandyan na. They play around with the poor souls there. Ito lang magawa kasi ang pagalitan, lumaban ka kasi doon sa Congress, tignan mo, hindi na tayo nakawa naman. No. I will not allow it. If you do that, tawagan ko, umalis ka dyan. At pag sinabi kang hulihin ka, i-contempt ka, then we will have a constitutional crisis there. Bahala kayo. Ayaw ko yung babuyin ninyo yung, maski yung mga direktor, wag ninyong babuyin yung ganun. As if you order, just imagine, you are not entitled to, you have no honor, you have no dignity. Anong klase ka? Ganunin mo? Ay, so. Military ka ba kaya? Ganunin mo yung mga military from henceforth. Sige. Hamunin kita. There will be budget hearing somewhere. Somehow. You do that. Makatikim talaga. Then do you create a constitutional crisis there? Sabihin ko talaga sa military pati police, huwag kayo pumunta doon. Pag ganyan lang ang binababoy kayo, stay put. Now, if we agree with each other to respect and be courteous and civil about this whole thing, because nothing is added to your face, Trillanes. Just because you're a senator, it doesn't mean to na tigas ka na anong gaya mo. Kita mo ito, tumatakbo ng Vice President, sos como presidente ito. Ito ang diktador na walang hiya. Sige lang, I was one of those nagbigay ng sa kita, what was being talked? 2 billion. Magkano wala sa bulsa pumunta? Billion. Tapos mo, pagkamatay ang tao, yun ang taong may honor. Ang mga Japanese, di ba? They lose honor, they were commit. Kaya, Trillanes, it's not your time. It's not your time. Do not stress it beyond normal proportion. You just don't know kung ilan ang nagalit sa iyo dyan. I know because I talked to some justices and I talked to some generals. Akala mo idol kanila after what you did and the kind of behavior you have. And I advise them, pati yung mga, pati yung mga directors, wag ninyong sigaw-sigawan. Do it as if you are every answer that is given to you, you are irritated. Ganun mo yung, sabihin ko, huwag kayo pumunta doon. What's the reason? Do not go there because you'll be humiliated. And you're reduced to a boogeyman there. Di ba? Every answer of every guy there that appears, I was there. I was in Congress. Says that every answer to your question, you appear to be irritated. Eh kung mainit ang ulo mo, kung minopos ka na, umalis ka dyan. Bakit? What are you doing? Yan ang nakulang dito. And you can ask the Filipino people. I'm sure they have observed that. Ako nang dyan ako, but I always, sir, can you? And even nagsisir talaga ako. Pahambog na. Sigaw-sigawan yung mga witness. Eh, di magkakaroon tayo ng constitutional crisis niya. Sabihin ko lang sa mga litawari, huwag kang pumunta doon.